the Nigerian community here is totally very angry. Thank you very much for your blessings on our government.
Was the Ijaw country of the Niger Delta of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He went to several schools to make your academic education was at government college to Delhi. And
go gather, destroy their food. Make Sujewede camp and that other camp, Tongo camp. You don't compensate everybody. But some of them
in its generation sometimes. Today our focus will be on the style of J.C. Clark, a poet and writer, and we shall also be very interested in his point Akmo dancing.
It's someone that needs to be exploited. Some lives are meaningful, some are empty. There are lives that are meaningful, with too much meaning and riches to offer humankind. You know, after some of these earthly adventures and more, one can still find footprints of these great lives on the pavements of our contemporary lives.
Good evening, you're welcome to the program Green Planet.
I say, brother, you come up for which part for Cameroon?
for Mbouda, for Western Province.
He says he comes from Mbouda in the Western Province of Cameroon.
Yeah. But I be Mbouda from Bamendakwe.
Yeah. Okay. Your name now waiting? Thank you very much for talking to people, places and events and to the African Center for Community and Development. Now, I want to ask you about how you feel no say person don't correct for being married. How Mbouda man you know. I'm trying to find out how a person from Mbouda can know that somebody is mature and can now keep a bride and to pursue a life of matrimony. How you demand you know so?
You see, for me, when Papa born in Peking, was still a boy. When she done so, you see a boy. You walk away. You want to look Sunday, she don't, you see, he don't go backside. He don't choose some small position. You see, they try for plan the own small coffee. You see, he put banana for them, that one, he make a like a farm. So don't you say one day, okay, and go market sell and say that thing I have some for my family, go sell and no. All that in the town when Papa cut coffee, they cut that one all, they go there so for Papa on. Bon, when you see Peking, they do so, they go. One day you go and realize, you see that Peking, they try to come out of the position where the Papa be put like a room for compound. They are unpleasant because always for we boy Peking and they always be there for group some side where they stay. You see, you go look some place so they try to make blocks, mud blocks, make it on out. You see camp. They attach them for corner in my house. From there you see Pag or start look Peking there so he don't begin go. From there now they go fight how for follow for see what are trueness, what are somebody tell you. Pag go use experience. See what are somebody tell you say do so or not. Then you see maybe I go find family, you see they find your own pick, the small plot. If it be so that leave that picking for test for that very for the mommy compound or the parents compound, leave for the next 5 years again. But see why I go finish that house okay, it look even mad. It go make mad. They put down for them.
So he's saying that among the Mbouda people, when a young man who is living in his father's compound starts planting food like coffee, like eucalyptus,
yeah.
Has a little plot that he calls his farm at the backyard.
Yes.
Then the dad starts understanding that this
call that one his own farm.
Yeah, when he calls it his own farm, then he knows that this man has started to develop a notion of trying to be independent.
Yeah.
Then maybe if he can start building some little structure at the corner of the house or maybe the mother's hut kitchen
Yeah.
Then they know this man is seeking to be independent among the Mbouda people. Yeah. And then what happens is that the father can even now point a land for him to build or to send people to check whether it is not somebody who is influencing him to do these things. And when they know that it is coming from within him, then they say, oh, the man is mature and independent.
And from there, when you know bill, you cannot give you woman.
And they say when they realize that you're not independent and mature,
you are not constructed.
You cannot be given a bride, because a bride is looked upon as an institution that you must take care of. Good day, Chief Ndifokan of Bamendakwe. How do you explain maturity among the Bamendakwe people in terms of, like, when do you realize a young man is capable of marrying and taking care of his bride?
Good day, people, places, and events. It is a pleasure again for me to express the Bantu as a big division, then now coming back to the Tikali as a small branch that left the Bantu. With the Bantu culture, just like my brother on the left said, similarly, when a young man is getting mature in his father's compound, because in a cosmopolitan compound, no, let me say, in a compound where most of the men have more than one wives. So you have about, let's say, 4 to 5, 6 wives in the compound. The children, the male children, they live together in one direction, and the female children, they live in another direction, but in the same compound. If any one of them, the male child, gets to maturity between the age of 18 and 22, you start seeing the guy becoming so serious, helping the dad in farm work, harvesting coffee, planting eucalyptus trees, which are economic plants, starting a small poultry farm, maybe of pigs, goats. Then again, when his mates, age mates, when they are doing during the November period, the dry season, when they are doing group mud mixing for the production of molded blocks from the earth, you see him to participate. His friends will come around, maybe 10 or 20 of them of the same age group. They'll assist him in producing the blocks. From that gesture, he might come out with about 500 blocks. Then, after a while, maybe 1 or 2 months, he will fidget around the mother. The mother will show him somewhere to do an attachment to the compound. You come and see him with the same age group. They'll come in maybe a Sunday, or the traditional Sunday in the village. We call it Njuela. They'll come out on that day. He must have given a token to the mother to prepare food. Then he goes for good palm wine to entertain his mates. They'll all come out in their numbers. With that same day, they'll assemble that house. That house will be mounted to the roof level. They will drink whatever he has kept for them, and they will eat. Then they now keep a second rendezvous, whereby either they use thatches for the roof or they use zinc. I bet you this young man is mature. He starts living in his own small closet in the same compound. This action is going to puzzle the dad. He'll call the mother, the exact mother of that child, that, have you seen what this young man, Ambe, what he's doing? The mother will say, my husband, as humble as they are, what you have seen is the same thing I've seen, but I cannot say anything without you asking me. He will now suggest to the mother that this shows that we can now surrender that piece of land where this child usually accompanies me to in farming. As such, they will agree. Then the father will give the mother an assignment. The mother will take this assignment to the child. The child now will contact the uncles, the maternal uncles, during that contact, the uncle already, with the message from the in-laws, will know that it is imminent. This child is grown up. He will provide a chicken, palm wine, and they will now move to the father, present it. On that occasion, the father must have organized his own immediate family, his brothers and uncles. They will assemble. They discuss issues. At the end of the issues, they will do that presentation that they want to hand over a farmland to this child where he will start up his own family. In that occasion, the main fig tree of that compound will be identified. A branch of it will be cut off, where a bag of salt will be presented alongside the chicken and the food and drink. This fig tree will be taken to that land and planted upon to tell him that as from this date, you have the authority over this land and you are a branch of this main family. As such, the child will be recognized as a man, and other rights can start from that point. The rights to have a wife and other mature rights will be done upon him.
So, Mbouda people they give palm wine to when the picking don't mature. When they drink for fish, shows it some man don't mature. Or what do they do?
I can't wait see when the go just stand, not be one person, the whole family, both the two sides, so that they know the technology this. So when any man the pastor say now this man on the way Papa began. Where Baby began. So that means next time when anything they'll say now for year.
Okay. When I used to na fig tree.
Yeah, all that for win a fig tree. Agam. You can.
So he's also saying that the Mbouda people use the fig tree that he calls Ngam.
Yes.
Ngam.
And no fig enter some Mbouda man company no see them for it.
And you cannot get into the house of Mbouda man without seeing it, which means that the fig tree.
We call them peace plan. Peace plan.
It's like a peace plan.
Yes, because he hardly died. Twice isn't it touchy that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what can you say now to your people in your dialect about what you have been saying, Chief?
Mframi nenu. Betabong. Abongola abongu ayunyushina. Berante buyebunyu nyubunyu fi abakwa bubono jinela. Yeah.
Okay. So if you tell me the two you just tell me now for country talk, so that people Mbouda people they feel hear what you tell me.
Ngo puwala tikang wala tikang wo mawe yimbinga manangtie mo pamborongu tango cho azo ojo mo won choy chanka pap nchuso choy ngoyo ambaye ngombo ozipiye kofi wo ndingo ye wo ndi fosinga na etama pa wo maso manangte pal fuko ojo mo nyang tembal echo nchuta ojo awo bia chole linda mame bien do choy nzega njo ngo awo kayende wo.
Thank you very much for talking to people, places and events and to the African Center for Community and Development. And I wish you a very wonderful time with your people and thank you for contributing about your culture. Thank you very much for talking to people, places and events and to the African Center for Community and Development. And I hope that through the venue of this program, your wonderful contributions to culture shall reach out to the millions that are going to be watching.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And you just listened to a young girl who was saying that the African community here is totally very angry. Thank you very much for your picture places on our
was the Ijo country of the Niger Delta of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. several schools to make your academic changes, which was at the government college, Ujeli.
Go gather, destroy their food. With the camp. And that other camp, some more camp. You don't compensate everybody.
Generation sometimes. Today our focus will be in the style of K.C. Clark, a poet and writer, and we shall also be very interested in his point Akmo dancing.
The songs that needs to be exploited. Some lives are meaningful, some are empty. Lives that are meaningful, with too much meaning and riches to offer humankind. Long after some of these earthly adventures and no more, one can still find footprints of these great lives on the pavements of our contemporary life.
Good evening, you're welcome to the program Green Planet.